Hi everyone, Michael D'Arminio here, Arbonne's Chief Creative Officer. So I'm here with you to talk about several third-party sources of information online that are often brought to our attention as critical of Arbonne and our philosophy and our products. It's important, however, I believe, to correct information where it's inaccurate and to share our point of view on ingredient choices, proprietary products, and our ongoing mission to evolve and innovate. And no one can speak to these topics more directly or transparently than we can. So that's why I'm here with you today. So we know that there are numerous third-party sources of ingredient and product information available online. And some of these include Think Dirty, that's an app, The Good Guide, and EWG, or Environmental Working Group, which includes the Skin Deep database. So let's focus for a little bit on EWG. Though one common denominator among these consumer resources is that they operate independently and aggregate their information about Arbonne from what they find, or more importantly, don't find on the internet. One of the challenges we all face with looking at independent resources online is that they're often incomplete, inaccurate, or outdated. So for example, EWG's Skin Deep Cosmetics database lists discontinued Arbonne products. Why? Well, similar to many apps and websites, it's just in case a consumer is still using that product. Of all of our 325 SKUs, only 9 are listed in the EWG Skin Deep database. So let's take a look at these carefully. So the first one, which received a very positive rating, was ABC Sunscreen, our current one, and it was rated exceptional with the use of our mineral sunscreen. The second, It's a Long Story, was rated good, knowing that the cosmetics industry is typically challenging in terms of ingredient policies. RE9 Advanced for Men, SPF 20, our Sheer Finish Tinted Moisturizer, SPF 15 in 4 different shades, our current RE9 Advanced Restorative Day Cream, SPF 20, and our discontinued Revelage Age Spot Brightening Duo, SPF 30. All of those products have been discontinued, right? With the exception, obviously, of our RE9 Day Cream. EWG says that they will mark any product that has been in the database for longer than 3 years as old formulation, which is a plus. Ratings on EWG can be skewed to a low score because information isn't found by the website's researchers or because the site's research deems an ingredient to be of concern. So let's talk about that, specifically EWG's Skin Deep database and quite frankly, all of the apps out there. It relies on many reputable sources that are available, again, through the internet. Website searches for their citations, references, and evaluation. So in my opinion, where that becomes a challenge for us is in the interpretation and conclusions of the data. And that's what you've heard Dr. Peter Matravers speak to over the years. For example, Arbonne formulations take into consideration important factors like the rate and the extent of exposure to an ingredient, which is a major safety parameter, right, in the way we formulate products. An ingredient may be harmful if ingested, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's an issue if it's applied topically to skin, right? So here's what the EWG FAQs posted on their website and have to say about their ratings. And this is a quote, EWG provides information on personal care product ingredients from the published scientific literature to supplement incomplete data available from companies and the government. The product ratings indicate the relative level of concern posed by exposure to the ingredients in the product, not the product itself, compared to other product formulations. The ratings reflect potential health hazards but do not account for the level of exposure or individual susceptibility factors which determine actual health risks, if any. In my opinion, from what I can see on that website, this is an important statement because the EWG's rating system doesn't evaluate the level or amount of an ingredient, which is critical, right? So in closing, let's just always remember that the internet is not always the source of truth, right? And we don't want to add to the drama. Absolutely respect, what EWG has done, but I can assure you, we follow all safety and regulatory requirements in all of our existing countries. And as always stated, we will always continue to evaluate our ingredients our ingredient policy to ensure that we deliver our promise of pure, safe, and beneficial products. Michael D'Arminio here, Arbonne's Chief Creative Officer, and thanks so much for listening.